This is the tutorial for our letter naming and sounds intervention with our K5 kiddos. It all fits in one box and it is part of the box. So every child has their own sheet. One side is uppercase and one side is lowercase sound and sounds. So what the student is going to do is attempt to name each of these letters. If they can identify the letter in 3 seconds or less, they get a star sticker to put on their star under the letter. They're only going to go through this one time, so they only get one opportunity for a sticker a day per letter. If they are unable to name the letter in 3 seconds or less, you need to provide that letter. So you would say, this letter is D. Make sure you point to it. This letter is D. Now you say it, and then the student is going to say it back to you. All right, let's look at the other side. So the other side, you're going to notice, has 2 sets of stars. The first thing you're going to do is the same thing you did with the uppercase letters, except now they're the lowercase letters. They're going to attempt to name it in 3 seconds or less. If they can, start at the top. So the letter ID would be across the top. And then when you're all done, you're going to do the sounds. Now the sounds are a little bit different. This is what I meant that the intervention is part of the box. So on the box, there are pictures Velcroed on here for all the letters of the alphabet. And so, for example, Jaden has letters D, G, and I that he needs to recognize the sounds for. So you're going to find the ones D. You have 2 options, dish or dog. I'm going to pull dog. D, G, and I. So I'm going to pull this one, and I'm going to pull like a trick one just to give them another option. And so the student will now have the choices, and all they do is you give them, lay them out, and they go to the first sound, and they need to know that this says D and find the picture that goes with it. And they can lay it right on top. The boxes match the size of the pictures. And then at the very end, you could go through and put the stickers on. If they don't know it, we can go 5 seconds. Then you say, this is the D. D says D, like dog, and put the picture on. All right, so they only get the sticker, of course, if they complete the sound correctly. And there's 2 students that only have lowercase and sounds, and a few students only have like 1 or 2 uppercase letters that they didn't know and are working on. So when there are a full sheet, we will put new letters on. All right, but this is at least 4 days per letter. Should take you through a week, maybe 2 weeks. All right, if you have any questions, again, please feel free to see me.